What does E.T. think of you? That's the question for this one. I'm Oz, transmitting to you from planetOZ, and yeah, what does E.T. think of you? It's a good question. You've wondered. You've wondered, what are they saying? They get together in their little cliques. They do their gossiping and their cackling. They're talking about us. We don't even get to know that they're there, but yet they get to, think whatever they think. So yeah, it's a good question. It's a fun question. I've asked this. I've wondered this, and so this one answer that I like that I'm talking about in this particular film is if you've been wandering around in the ET UFO space for any length of time, you have undoubtedly almost heard the name Corey Goode. And this film is not really looking at Corey Goode's story. It's an incredible story. I would definitely recommend everybody at least look at what he has to say and what he claims to have experienced. But it is so wild that it's resulted in him being something of a controversial character. But anyway, really interesting guy, really interesting story, and something that he said brought this to mind. So in one of his contact experiences, as he tells it, he was with advanced entities for several days, and he was learning about them, and they were learning about us, and at a certain point, he asked a question, one that I hope that I would ask if I were in the situation and had the opportunity. He asked them what they think of us, how they see us, and we would wonder why, because it's easy to think that maybe they think we're beasts, we're savages, or we're some sort of a broken peoples. We're lost, we're hopeless, we're an annoyance, we're a burden. And what was the answer that they gave? We are children. And that, I don't know. I mean, I could certainly see perspectives where one might hear that, and if believing it true, maybe take offense to that. If one considers one to be quite sophisticated, and then it's like, wait, I'm a child, so maybe there's room there for offense to that comment, or that's bad. But to me it was good, because it's, if that's true, then that is certainly better than the other ways we could be viewed in our given state. Because I was kind of thinking about this idea of children and trying to relate it to us and what we're all doing with our planet, presuming they're out there observing us. That would be another way of looking at this question. What are we? Are we a car wreck? Are we a reality show? How is that? What is our entertainment value? But anyway, it's just they're, presuming that they're watching what is going on with our realm for whatever reason, entertainment or otherwise. They're watching what's going on with us. And so I was relating the Earth to a sandbox, and I was thinking about it in terms of like some adults getting a sandbox. The sand is all like immaculately raked. The toys are all brand new, all populated in perfect order in the sandbox, and it's all ready. And then these 25 little kids show up, and you leave the sandbox unattended for an hour. When you come back, that sandbox is not going to look anything like you left it. I mean, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be just absolutely, everything's going to be everywhere. Everything that was new is going to be covered in sand. Things are going to be toppled over. Kids have gotten in fights over the different things and all of that. So yeah, you would look at that, and it would be, it would be in a state. It would be in a state. Maybe you saw it as idyllic before, but it's not idyllic now. So anyway, in one sense it is. If you're looking at it as kids playing or whatever, right, it should be idyllic. But maybe you don't see it that way. But you would look like a crazy person if you were the parent who then stepped into the middle of that scene and started berating all of the children. How dare they? How could they make such an epic mess? How could they be arguing over these toys and stuff? It's like, no. You would look like the nutball. The kids don't look like the nutball. The kids, look, right? I mean, everyone who goes and sees that, it would be like 100%, yep, that's what happened. Yep, you leave them like that for an hour, that's what they do. So, I know we have nukes and there's some serious issues here and stuff like that, but in a general sense, I kind of dug that because maybe that means that we are not beasts, we are not broken, we are not a problem. We're just in a particular state of development, doing maybe, I guess I'd like to think, more or less what's expected of us at this point in our development. But we are getting better, are we not? I think we're evolving. I think we're getting there. So anyway, that's it. Someday, hopefully these ETs will look upon us as adults, and by that I mean we have open contact and we are interacting with them and traveling and trading and all of that good stuff. But for now, we are the children making a mess in the sandbox. At least that's how I understand it. So that's what I got for you now. Godspeed from planet Oz.